Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the sort of owner and CEO of Screen Pages. We're a Magento solution partner, certified in Magento 2. I'm going to talk about key trends, what we perceive to be the key trends in e-commerce over the next couple of years. David Wise has actually already touched on some of the points I'm going to cover, so I'm going to whiz through these. I've got 15 minutes, so hopefully that will be enough to get through these slides. So I'll talk a bit about Screen Pages, just a couple of slides to explain who we are, give you some examples of our clients, talk about key trends, and then conclusions. So we're a UK-based, privately owned business. We have a proven track record in lifestyle fashion, charity, and B2B verticals. All of our staff are certified. We're very proud that they're all certified in Magento 1 and Magento 2. Which is really important. We've built over 300 websites since 1997, so I think we know what we're doing by now. And collectively, our staff have over 100 years of e-commerce experience. So we've won a few awards over the years, and we take great pride in those. Here's some examples of some of our clients. Some of you might be in the audience today, but a lot of them are small to medium-sized, niche brands, going after the ABC1 sector. So key trends as we see them. So David talked about mobile first. That's extremely important. Personalized shopping experiences are very important. If you're not looking into doing those at the moment, then you're going to be in trouble soon. User-generated content, social shopping, live chat and chatbots, customer engagement, the death of the wallet as we see it, and Uberisation of shipping and returns. So in the past decade, we went from going online to living online. So we're all on our phones all the time. I mean, some of you are on your phones right now. Hands up, who's on their phone? You should be watching the presentation. So we do everything on our phones. And so, if you're not looking at, interacting with your customers from a mobile-first point of view, then you're going to fall behind your competitors. So most of the emails you're sending out are being opened on mobiles. So if you don't have a hands up who doesn't have a responsive website? Everybody else has a responsive website. Good, excellent. So 53% of searches are now conducted on mobile, according to Google. So this is people looking for the products that you're selling. And if they find a link, you need to be taking them through to a website that's an easy and pleasurable user experience for them. By 2020, 82% of e-commerce sales will involve a mobile device. So they're not necessarily going to be completed on a mobile device, but if you don't have a good mobile experience when they're going through that journey towards buying, then that's going to put them off. Many of our clients, so we measure the analytics across all of our sort of 50 clients, and most of them are getting more than 40% of their traffic. Overall traffic is coming from mobile. And also, finally, it affects your rankings in Google if you don't have a responsive website, as you probably all know. So some of these, I took some quotes from House of Fraser and New Look. Mobile is the glue between our digital and physical universe, and mobile plays a part in every single customer journey, which is true. We see that in Google Analytics when we're measuring key performance indicators. So moving on to personalized experiences. So millennials, they don't want to buy a product, they want to buy their product. So a product which is unique. So they don't want to be wearing the same shirt as somebody else. They want those boots with a tattoo of their name on them, or a whiskey bottle with a message from their loved one on it, or so you have to start thinking about offering them these sorts of personalized experiences. And every site should be unique to every shopper based on the journeys that they've made on your site already, which demographic group they're in, their geographical location. So are they coming to your website from somewhere in London, or are they coming from somewhere in Aberdeen, and the type of device that they're visiting your site with. So, if you don't sort of track this sort of thing and provide these different personalized experiences to your customers, then they're going to go elsewhere. And according to Google, US marketers reported that personalization on their website apps resulted in an increase in revenue by 89%. So here's some examples. We have a client called Microscooters who sell those scooters you see all the kids on around London, and now lots of millennials are on them as well. Has anybody seen somebody on a scooter on the tube? Yeah? Oh, you've got one. Well done. You're cool. So at the moment, they're only allowing people to personalize the children's scooters. So you can get, you can sort of change all the colors on this. So you can buy your grandchild or your, kid a scooter that's slightly different from their friends, which will give them kudos in the playground. We have another client called Fur, Feather and Fin, and they allow you to sort of emboss your name on your gun sling, if you have a gun slip. But if you're spending a lot of money on a gun slip and you want your gun slip to be better than everybody else's or unique. Other sort of types of personalized shopping experiences is you need to be delivering different cross-sells and upsells to different customers. You can't just have the same cross-sells and upsells for everybody. So if I'm looking at a particular kind of plate, but I've looked at all sorts of other things beforehand, I'm going to see different complementary products than somebody else who might have looked at totally different products. And it's really important that you deliver that. And there are lots of good tools for doing that. This is a screenshot of what Donald Russell, one of our clients that sell expensive beef, showing me whenever I shop on their site. So you can see I don't buy a lot of beef from them. Which is great, because if they kept selling me steak, that would put me off, because I don't buy a lot of steak. So it's really important that you deliver this kind of experience. Moving on to user-generated content. So, 92% of users regularly read product reviews and comments, and modern consumers are demanding more from brands than ever before. So, you've got to do those reviews and ratings. You've got to provide them with images, more and more images and video content. But also, a basic thing is lots of people don't do enough sizing information still if you're selling clothing online. So there's a great platform that some of our clients use called Olapic, which All Saints use to actually allow their customers to take pictures of themselves that they're putting on social media, but upload those to the website, and they can curate this content. But what that's doing is it's telling their customers how other people are wearing their clothing and inspiring them, when they're sort of shopping online. If you can't stretch to that, then it's very easy to just use do videos of how to use your products, or get those videos from customers, your sort of your brand advocates. So this works, a client of ours, and this shows you how to use their perfect legs and perfect heel rescue. Any men using that in the audience? No? You're missing a trick. And then just reviews. Hands up if anybody who's not doing reviews at the moment. Well, you have to do them. And I appreciate that they're not appropriate to do as star ratings for all product ranges, but people will actually, we can see in the analytics that people are more likely to convert on buying a product if there's customer reviews against it than if there isn't. So moving on to social shopping. So it's less important for a shopper to be present in store than for the store to be present wherever and whenever they need it. So how do you do that? Well, looking at this data, you can see that there are a couple of segments here, but 75% of people are using social apps every day. So the other frequently used one is sort of messaging apps. That's 88%. So we're all using WhatsApp and well, I'm not using Snapchat, but some people are probably using Snapchat, my daughter. But if you just take that segment, why not offer them the ability to shop when they're actually on those social networks? So we all know about Facebook and retargeting on Facebook. So you can see here that I was on Facebook looking at some stuff, and you can see the sort of sites that I was on before that, because they're trying to sell me the products that I was looking at. But Instagram and other social networks are catching up here. So a lot of your customers are putting pictures of your products on Instagram. And you might be putting pictures of your products as well. But you'll be able to shortly allow people to buy directly off an Instagram picture of your handbag or something like that. So, Instagram is going great guns at the moment, so keep an eye out for that. And Pinterest as well. So if something's coming up on Pinterest that's blue, that means it's buyable. So you can click on that and you can go through and buy it very quickly. So really important that you keep up to speed with what's going on there. So live chat and chatbots is my next point. So in 2017, many consumers had their first experience with live chat or a chatbot? Hands up who's used a chatbot. Oh. See, I used one for the first time 3 months ago. You'd think I would know about these things, but it really foxed me when I was looking into it. So on average, if you're using live chat or a chatbot, you're going to convert 5 to 30% more on a site. So here's some examples of live chat, which is really easy to implement. So Net-a-Porter have it. If you're looking at your sort of £500 handbag, then you might have a question about it. So great if you can just do that online. And it's not just for the big guys. So putting live chat on your site is really easy to do. And you can manage it if you don't have big call centers by it doesn't appear on the site unless you log in. So you don't have to sort of have huge numbers of people answering chat questions. I had to find out what a chatbot was several months ago myself. So this is the chatbot ecosystem. But I thought, right, I'm going to find an example that's pertinent to fashion. So Burberry, when they used a Facebook Messenger chatbot during London Fashion Week to interact with the people who were sort of looking at their collections, etc. And that worked very well for them. But closer to home, H&M used Kik to help millennials and Generation Z consumers actually buy on their site. So I downloaded it, had a play with it. And basically what I found out is that Kik and chatbots are for people who can't even be bothered to surf a website. So you literally talk to this thing and say, show me the skirts. And then it asks you a couple of questions and throws in lots of emojis, because they all use emojis, Generation Z, they don't speak normal language. So who knows what those emojis mean? Anybody? No? Me neither. Well, shoe is obvious, but... and it basically sort of does the shopping for you. So you're literally talking into your phone like this, and it's showing you stuff. Because Generation Z, they're too lazy to even use their finger. So instant gratification, it's called. And then moving on quickly, because I've only got a few minutes left. Customer engagement. So in a world of infinite choice, customers are craving shopping experiences where they feel valued. So you're thanking them for shopping with you, and that's really important. And you can implement that using loyalty programs and referral programs. So our client Van-Dal, they have a good loyalty program. They want you to buy all of your shoes all year round from them, so your winter shoes and your summer shoes. And so they implement this loyalty program, which works really well for them, just to make sure you don't go and buy shoes elsewhere. Wine, who likes wine? Hands up, everyone. Who doesn't like wine? You obviously haven't tried it. As soon as you go onto the Perfect Seller website, they're already telling you that if you buy from them, then they'll reward you. And then they allow you this flexibility over how you want to be rewarded. So if you're into champagne, then you can be rewarded that way, or you can just get pounds, or you can get other things. And they keep reminding you as you're shopping to try and get you to sort of buy more and more wine. And then there are referral programs like Mention Me. Mention Me, this is on our client, this works, their website. Once you've purchased something, you go to the thank you page, and it says to you, if you tell your friends about us, we'll give you £10 off. And it's so easy, because you can either email your friends, or you can Facebook your friends, or you can tweet your friends, or you can do everything. All of them, if you really want to, really annoy your friends. So finally, buy wallet in cash. You've all probably experienced lots of different ways of paying on your mobile, but there's sort of the normal payment gateways. There's near-field communication where you sort of use Apple Pay or whatever, and then QR codes and things like that. You've got to start looking at these payment methods. And everybody talks about Apple Pay, but actually there are far more people buying Android phones and devices than iOS devices. So if you're not looking at the payment gateways available for Android, then you're missing a trick. So you need to be looking at Android Pay, Samsung Pay, not just Apple Pay. It's very trendy, but you just look at your stats. You'll see you've got a lot of consumers visiting your site using Android devices. And then finally, because I've got to be really quick, the Uberisation of shipping. If you're not doing what Amazon are doing in offering flexibility and next-day delivery and one-hour delivery and all of that, then they'll buy. If they can buy your product on Amazon, they'll buy it on Amazon using Amazon Prime. And you can just see this in the growth of click and collect and all of these different delivery methods. You need to offer your consumers convenience. So this is a Topshop website, lots of different ways of getting your product. If you can't do that, offer them free delivery. They don't mind waiting a bit if they don't have to pay for it. Or just offer them choice, so they feel that you're thinking about them and their day-to-day constraints. And if you're selling a product that has to be delivered within a certain time scale, then you have to spend a lot of money on that. So this is Donald Russell, who's selling expensive meat, which, if it doesn't get delivered on time, will obviously go off. So in summary, you need to basically adopt a mobile-first strategy. Analyze your customer data. Magento Business Intelligence is really good at that. So you should be having a look at that if you're on Magento. And if you're not on Magento, you should be having a look at Magento. And look at what your competitors are doing. So you need to basically offer them the same customer service as they're offering. Don't forget millennials. You're obviously probably all thinking about millennials, but Generation Z, because they're the next millennials, and they're going to be spending money with you soon if they're not already. And personalize your shopping experience online. And that's it from me.